This is point black. Coming in on the card, on the boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Coming with that heat to the motherfucking street. And coming with that blue straight to the barrio. Coming with their facts. It's gonna crack their back. This is BBNN. The late edition. Hey. Now, we gotta sit here because we checking out some things today. You know what I'm saying? And we see a lot of heat in the motherfucking street. You know what I'm saying? So we've got to pay some attention to what's going on this joint to find out why certain things have been falling the way it falls. You know what I'm saying? So we see an example of overstanding how this situation has now broken economies or countries in many places. You see? So we're watching that. Because when you're mentioning a pandemic, but there is a riot. Whenever there's a pandemic, it seems to be a riot. This is a clear sign that something is wrong with the officials in your country that you're going to have to start to look at sideways. Because they are down with the demon Democrat and possibly even satanic individuals from major countries of power. You know what I'm saying? New York City community rally in solidarity after 100 reportedly attacked dozen and killed during the anti-government protests in Colombia, which I've known for its brutality. You know what I'm saying? And gets no respect in my book for attacking the protesters as I would tell you. You know what I'm saying? There have been violence and demonstrations across the country of Colombia for more than a week now, which is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds of protesters, you know what I'm saying, are protesting, I guess, against a new tax bill, you know what I'm saying, have reportedly been injured and more than a dozen killed over a tax hike scheme. Sounds like they have a very democratic president or governor over there. The image of protesters being attacked have shocked people, you know what I'm saying, in New York and around the world. I guess CBS 2's Kevin Rincon, or whatever his name is, reportedly Friday, sorry to mess with the name. The violence in Colombia has been overwhelming from what we're hearing. You know what I'm saying? The stories that they're telling me, you know, verified stories are of women being raped. And in response to some of these protesters, the people have been killed, literally shot at, boom, you know what he was going to say, and assemble members of the Catalina Cruz, you know what I'm saying, you know, Cruz or what, Cruz or whatever, not in defense or self-defense, but shot while they were in the streets trying to protest peacefully. Sound like a little dictatorship going on there, don't it? Here in the city, hundreds flocked, you know, Times Square, to make their voice heard and to denounce the violence at the hands of the government forces in Colombia. Cruz said the demonstrators are in part heard the new tax. You know what I'm saying? They're really in part the demonstrations going on over the new tax plans that, you know what I'm saying, they feel would hurt and is hurting the working middle class. I warn people about the demon Democrats and their long-handed reach across the world. hmm Now you're beginning to see it for yourself, because like I said, Colombia always have its problems as well, and their brutality is unforgiving. hmm An effort to pay for a debt incurred during the pandemic. There we go. Key number one. Pay attention. But when the lack of response to his cause, you know what I'm saying, and frustration, no, the lack of response to that, the lack of response that of a response to that has caused frustration. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? The only person out of my big family who's been able to get a vaccine is my grandfather now. Why is people still on that? They still do not all over the world at the same time. We're still with that. Now you're beginning to see the picture. So somebody is doing something and is continuing to force it down our throat as fast as possible. So nobody must understand what they don't understand, or understand what they do understand, but think they understand, but don't. And that doesn't make any sense, what I just said. But that is what's going on today. You know what I'm saying? So we have a system, you know what I'm saying? We have a system that it makes the people, you know what I'm saying, back home angry, you know what I'm saying? It makes them desperate. Okay? So we see things going on in the country based on a lot of garbage that's been going on over the world. You see what I'm saying? So we watching a lot of things. You know what I mean? And a lot of them have been in situations where these countries must have some link to other officials in many other countries, in the same groove of its plan to bring this into the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing here on Long Island, Nassau County, and Suffolk with Steve Malone and Como and all these rest of these fools. You know what I mean? Constantly bringing in this situation over and over and over. And they're continuing to say everyone. Why do you have to keep saying everyone? We're going to tell you one more time and we'll say it again. If you're not sick, why the hell would you keep bothering a person? The well must stand for the well. You know what I'm saying? And those who, whatever, must stand aside from that. You cannot mix the well with the sick. And you cannot keep giving people vaccine on a constant level. There must be some natural ability within that prognosis. We're seeing too much of this systematic vibe over and over again with no relief, no eardrum relief of keep hearing the same words, backed by ramping plans of these Luciferian individuals who call themselves Democrats or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got more evidence they talking about that the Wu Now lab leak theory is the correct one. You know what I'm saying? That's still alleged because who's saying it? I don't care what new evidence you have on this whole garbage. You understand? It's alleged. with your whack ass story. Who the hell reported this one? You know what I'm saying? Clown ass. Woo, shut your mouth, Willie D. As well as respected scientists have published, a thoughtful and convincing piece, this week that helps confirm what most people commonly common sense have along, I guess, the way thought the same thing. But I still say that's still alleged. And until you can 100%, I don't want no leaking evidence and no leaking up your banana hole. We need you to come, motherfucker, correct. When you bring a story, don't keep alleging because nobody fishes. Point black God, it's still alleged no matter what you say. You know what I'm saying? It is alleged no matter what you say. You know what I mean? So it's garbage. You know what I mean? So I don't care what piece of evidence you have or saying, until you can 100% prove without a shadow of a doubt. No doubts, no is, no outs. It is what it is. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And that we know for sure to the public. You must come up with facial evidence that the whole world can see. We don't want to hear no talking from no CDC. We don't want to hear no talking from no one unless you have concrete evidence of the garbage. Because we know full well that is what it is. It was not a virus based on the fact that it was floating in the air. It was not a virus that was based on catching it. It was not a based on anything other than the giving. And that's point facts. Now, if you can't figure that out by now, you know what I'm saying, as an intelligent adult and a person looking at this situation for what it is, you know what I'm saying, no matter how you twist and turn it, they still were tested first. Boom. So don't come with that garbage. You know what I'm saying? Biden now is omit the world, God, from the nation prayer. See, we got all kind of football in this world. See, President Biden, lift the word God out of his proclamation of the annual National Day of Prayer on Thursday. The president, you know what I'm saying, I guess, Lord, Americans' remarks. You know what I mean? I don't know why he did that, but, Biden is one of those tricky, slicky niggas that we have to keep an eye on at all times, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So here we see where, Biden, lift the word of God out of the proclamation, you know what I'm saying, of the annual National Day of Prayer. And Thursday, I don't pray. Pray on who? I don't pray on anybody. Pray, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I may be a warrior and a hunter or something, but I don't pray. I don't pray. Pray on who? You know what I'm saying? The president lauded American remarks, whatever that word is, speak English, Mr. Biden. I tell you like I told Kama. Remarkable religion, vitality, and diversity, noted that the power of prayer to provide hope. Hope. You mean Pope? That's how you get out of that one. And provide hope and uplift us for, the work ahead. The mother does that. And you yourself does it because the mother gave it to you to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't come with that. You know what I'm saying? To provide hope, he said. You know what I'm saying? For the work ahead. And even quoted, you know what I'm saying, the late Congressman, civil rights leader, John Lewis. But the proclamation made no mention, you know what I'm saying, or reference to God. Well, you should know why. Because they never was talking about what you think they were talking about. You need to grow up and get your head out of the ground like an ostrich would do when he's scared. You need to get your head out of the ground. You know what I'm saying? And take it like a man. You know what I'm saying? The God in which you think they were talking about was not maybe the GOD, Government Ordnance Department, the Government Ordnance Department, or some garbage like that. You know what I'm saying? Or the deity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the contrast, you know what I'm saying, on the whole situation is uh, President Trump National Day of Prayer, you know what I'm saying, proclamation last year mentioned God 8 times, with 3 more mentions taken from the quotation. Barack Obama, you know what I'm saying, found space to mention God twice in his, you know what I'm saying, Day of Prayer and Declaration. As the president in 2016, George Bush mentioned God 4 times. And in 2008, the proclamation went on and on with that foolishness. I don't follow that garbage. No way. You know what I'm saying? But it goes to show exactly what you are dealing with and need to come to grips as to what's going on. Too many people are running around with a lot of foolishness in their head. You know what I'm saying? The DOJ proposed a crackdown on ghost guns. You know what I'm saying? Following the Biden pledge. So, I don't see what, now, on the gun laws, I understand what you're doing, but you can't leave people also defenseless who have sense and know what they're doing in what it means to have a weapon. You should not have brought them into the world if the only thing you could do is say it's a danger to the world. But everybody else have one, but you don't. So I tell you, like the dude told the Klingon dude when the Enterprise was knocking them out the space, and their ship was so badly damaged they were looking like a chicken wing. He said, "What are we gonna do, Captain?" He said, "Shit, we're all gonna die." So we need to wake up past what we are proposing based on gun laws, because we already seen the damage that guns have done in this world today, all over the world, for many, 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 many years. Many, many years of the coming of the paganism. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't fooling no one with the bull. You know what I'm saying? Some of these things to me that I've seen go on seems to be a little more chumped up than it needs to be, based on trying to bring forth this issue and the disarmament of a warrior of his sword or his spear. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So let's pay attention here. The View Reminds audience, you know what I'm saying? President Trump pushed for the vaccines in an interview, which really he did. Trump did push for the vaccines, which I don't approve of it because I don't really think it's necessary, and I think the naturality, I think it's more to it than meets the eye, based on the confusion that is making you think that is in your eye, which it probably is, but to where it becomes, a very, 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 you know, long-winded, dragged out, every day the same garbage. You know, we need to. This needs to be broken and removed from our country based on the fact that you keep on saying the same old garbage when we know full well that you lying through your motherfucking teeth, and nobody wants to keep on hearing that long-winded message. You know what I'm saying? Of the same thing over and over and over and over and over. You've been doing it for how long now? You know what I'm saying? You've been doing it for like going on a year now. You know, you know, almost a year now. You're saying the same garbage over and over. So what is it? Based on what theory is these people continuing to bring this nonsense to everything? And nobody wants to hear that. Even in a situation I was looking at, and they should have expected this anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at a joint where they was talking about California. You know what I'm saying? And when we look at California, California is leaving the state. The population is in decline for the first time. Yeah, because of the garbage officials and the democratic policies and the wicked nutcases that you have out there that sign them contract with them Luciferians and shit, you know what I'm saying, all across the planet. And California has been known for that garbage, just like Vegas. When you look at the Vegas side, you see what the cross of the Hermetic Dawn, I think they call that cross, but it looks almost like a star. They've been showing us that garbage ever since. You know what I'm saying? And thinking that nobody would find that. But the great general cracked their head on that one. Sarasota City, you see, the general. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? California population has fell by more than 182,000 last year. You know what I'm saying? Last year, the first yearly loss ever recorded for a nation. Most populous state that halted a growth, you know, streak during dating to the, I guess, the 1850. You know what I'm saying? I guess you had a flood of people coming in based on the gold rush years and all these different things, you know. But what people have to understand is, nobody wants to live in a state where they cannot prosper or either make it. Same as here on Long Island. They have been robbing people and genociding people and starving people, cleaning out into the streets for years with no remorse for you at all. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at how it's constructed, even here on Long Island on the East End, you would see that it's one of the most dangerous places to even go homeless or be in a position of homelessness. You see what I'm saying? And nobody will feel sorry for you. They'll go to bed just the same, had a little snack while you're there freezing to death. Like a man around here years ago froze to death lying in a park. Nobody remembered about him. Nobody even looked for him. The next morning when he was found frozen hard as a brick. You know what I'm saying? It goes to show the bull. You know what I'm saying? This is the fastest growing state, you know what I'm saying, according to the American census. But the American census needs to have more faster growing, you know what I'm saying, catch net and help for people who need help based on not being able to afford Long Island's rent and high prices that Biden is causing right now by causing taxes to move the way it move and all kinds of scheme based and at the same time want to rape and put this stuff in people and consistently pushing the confusion all across the planet Earth. So the wicked have activated their shit because they got caught doing shit that they shouldn't have been doing, and I bet you if they tell the world, it would have shut down our government. You know what I'm saying? So we need to start looking more carefully at these elected officials sideways. You know what I mean? Because they ain't coming with nothing. And they're going to cause us to go into a situation of straight anarchy. You know what I'm saying? And that's straight up the hired, that's going back to the days of the hired gun. You know what I'm saying? Who's the best with the gun and the biggest team and all that. And then what their rules is chaotic and corrupted and wreck-minded. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be roaming the place, doing whatever they want to do. This is the type of things that Biden loves. Sort of like when you look at the movie The Purge. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit they love. That demonic bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Where people just doing whatever and they just wild out and the whole world is over. And basically that's what they did. And that's what they're doing. So we have to watch them carefully and keep our eye on many situations based on the whole fact of this whole bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So this is Point Black saying, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Rastafari. The mother is the glory to why. Blessed be her that she protects us in our cosmic ways and our cosmic power and glory. Let it be so. You know what I'm saying? As the General Cyrus said he would say, no man proceeds his mother. You know what I'm saying? This is PBN Point Black, National News. Send a shout out to the mighty Pharaoh that sit upon the throne. I hope you are still doing your thing, straightforwardly and righteously, as ever before. You know what I'm saying? Let nothing stop thy God, that thy king sit upon the throne, and he rules them all. I say, this is PBNN, Point Black, National News, late edition. 1.